The clock strikes midnight on December the 31st, 1999. The eyes of the world literally turn to the spot where the new millennium begins, the Meridian Line at Greenwich.
The Millennium Dome is the centrepiece of Britain's Millennium celebrations. The scale and beauty of the dome have already made it the most famous new building in the world. With the external structure completed in less than a year, work on each individual zone has now started. The entire project is on time and on budget. As the newest landmark on the London skyline, the dome has already captured the imagination of the thousands who have already seen it for themselves. From the 1st of January in the year 2000, millions more will make the journey inside the dome. Arriving at the 35-acre piazza where the carnival atmosphere begins, and standing on the threshold of a world that explores the possibilities of the future for all of us. More than 1,000 people are now working to fill the dome, and the 5,000-seater Baby Dome with the greatest concentration of attractions and shows ever built under one roof. Sights and sounds to intrigue the mind and thrill the senses. 14 exhibition zones, a spectacular Millennium show that every visitor will see. Cafes, restaurants, and places just to sit, relax, watch, and take it all in. Today, we unveil the final designs for the Mind and Body zones, with the latest on the Millennium show and the announcement of Our Town Story, the newest Millennium Experience project. But first, take a tour of the dome. The Body Zone's awe-inspiring man and woman. The excitement of the serious play zone. Transaction, the power of finance. Our beliefs and traditions in the Spirit Zone. The pleasure and joy of rest. How we can learn and keep on learning, and how we can shape our working lives. The miracle of the creativity of the human mind. The towns, villages and communities of the future. The everyday choices that affect our environment. The beauty of the world that is ever closer to us. Getting the best from how we talk to each other. Moving faster, safer and cleaner. And asking what it will mean to be British and what will be the best of British in the next millennium. The Mind. A dramatic architectural design for an amazing experience taking the imagination to its limits. This building will challenge our perceptions of space through the use of light and dark. The mix of technology, science and art will stimulate our individual mind's sensory reactions, creating new thoughts and unexpected responses.
The idea is to demystify ideas of complexity which could be put in a very simple way and actually address the visitor. You go through an experience where you see things which you did not know existed or you had heard about but you have not seen. So it makes ideas which may seem kind of remote more accessible to a very large public.
Our minds have made us the inheritors of the third millennium, but the capacity of the human brain has yet to reach its potential, and this zone, sponsored by GEC and British Aerospace, will chart the boundaries of our intellectual ability. The Body Zone is sponsored by Boots the Chemists. There has never been an exhibition about our bodies with such impact. The monumental scale of the two human figures is the starting point for a personal journey inside the wonders of the human body that no one who experiences it will ever forget.
The Body Zone comprises two parts. Firstly, there's the body figure itself, which is a two-story walk-through experience. And then opposite that, there's a large plaza area, which we call the exploration area, which will be full of fun, interactive exhibits all about the human body.
The first and most significant challenge was to come up with a form for the figure that said something in an almost legendary way about what we could aspire to with our bodies, and that was no easy task. It couldn't just be a medical representation of the body, so that's why it's got feeling, emotion in it. That's why it's two figures in a soft embrace. It's not a figure standing heroically upright. the figures are reclining. They're leaning towards the people who are coming to visit them.
We want the visitors to react at two levels. Firstly, we want them to feel motivated and excited about the human body, and we plan to do that with the body show. But on the second level, and this is where the exploration area has its strength, we want visitors to feel informed about issues that relate to the millennium and the human body.
The body is enormous. Perhaps the easiest way to visualize it is to say that it's half the height of Nelson's Column, but the actual physical mass of it is much, much larger than that.
At the heart of the dome, the Millennium Show will play up to 5 times a day. A stunning visual story using the full airspace of the dome, filling it with light, colour and spectacle. A cross between a rock show, carnival and football match, the show will involve up to 160 young performers from all over the UK, specially recruited and now in training for the greatest show on earth. Every day in the Dome, different towns from every part of the UK will have the chance to tell their stories. Our Town Story is a national programme project. This is the Dome reaching out to every corner of Britain, bringing the history of our towns and cities to life on the Our Town Story stage. With the support of McDonald's, the stories will be played out by children and adults. Anyone can get involved, beginning with Stirling in Scotland on the 4th of January 2000. Other towns are already planning their stories and getting ready to make history in the Dome. In the year 2000, more than 12 million people will come to the Dome, the greatest exploration of who we are and where we're going that the world has ever seen at the dawn of the new millennium.
This is Britain's opportunity to greet the world with a celebration that is so bold, so beautiful, so inspiring, that it embodies at once the spirit of confidence and adventure in Britain and the spirit of the future in the world.